Hello Minecrafters, and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you my stone machine that I built. This is not a tutorial on how to build it, but you can probably get a good idea of how to do it by taking a look at it here. I'm going to show you how it works. Let the map load. So there's a lot of different parts here to it. Lots of different things, and I had to come up with some unusual devices to make things work without interfering. I'll explain that as I go. So first, let's start with this here. This is the simplest part here. The water and the lava are what form the stone, and in mine it actually forms stone and not cobblestone. Like others that I've seen. Not that it makes a difference, because once you break it to farm it, it turns into cobblestone anyway. But so what we have here, without me breaking this, and we can take a look, is that's the stone there that it forms. But the water comes down through here, and there's a little hole, a space underneath there, so the water doesn't go out anywhere else. So you have this waterfall block that falls down right there, and the lava, when it updates, falls down and makes stone. Pretty simple. On the back side here, I have a piston facing inward, which is what pushes it outward along the conveyor belt. We'll get to the conveyor belt in a minute. And let's make it daytime. Okay, so what happens here basically is this sticky piston cuts the signal from this clock here, so that when it gets a signal to extend this piston, then it immediately retracts it so that the lava can fall down through and make a new block, just in time for the piston to push another block through. So let's turn it on and see what happens. I'll show you how this works real quick before I turn it on. I just basically made a kill switch here, which breaks the circuit so that it can't cycle around here. So I'll show you how that works. I turn this on, and you'll see that now the circuit can complete itself. This is where it cuts power, causing it to send a pulse. Instead of, see how this stays on? We have the piston extended that whole time, which would mean that it could not make another block of lava. But this way, it cuts the power, so it's just a quick push and pull and a retract. So as it's doing this, oh, it's already made. Let's turn it off real quick so I can explain a little more before it gets too out of hand. Okay, so it's pushing this down the line here, and when it reaches here, I'll show you what I had initially tried to do. I wanted, for when the block gets here, some way to make it extend all these pistons. So my first idea was to put a redstone torch here, and then a repeater here, facing this direction. So when a block got right here, then it would complete the circuit, causing the power to cycle over and turn on all the pistons. Problem was, it turns on this piston. Frustrating. So that would mean that this piston is not going to push this block up, which means it's not going to go up, which means it's just going to mess up the whole thing. So what I did instead is I kept trying all sorts of things. Finally, I thought outside the box, and I built this little minecart here so that you have the minecart sit there. So when the blocks push out over here and push the minecart onto the track, comes over, signals that it should push all the existing blocks over, and then it comes right back to here. And each time this line of blocks gets pushed over, everything gets pushed up one block too. So I'll show you real quick how it works, and then I'll show you underneath all these pistons how I cause them to all go up at the same time. But we'll watch this for a minute and see how it works. Can't stand there though. And there we go. So that's basically going to make first the highest pillar of blocks that it can make on this column, and then next the highest on this column, and then it's going to continue all the way over until you have a full sheet of blocks. I did the math, and it's 12 by 12 by 11. I don't know how many blocks it is offhand, but I did the math, and basically at the rate that it makes blocks, it takes about 41 minutes to fill up the whole thing. So it's kind of ridiculous. It's really not practical, but it's pretty neat. I'll show you how this works down here though. This gets the signal from that switch also. So it comes down here, it sends the signal to this giant thing here to trigger all the blocks. Now, without having this all taken apart, it's hard to see what's going on, but I'll try to explain it. So basically, for every 2 rows of pistons, yeah, I'll just come up here and show you how it works. I'll build a little demo. We'll need, let's get rid of all this stuff. We'll need repeaters, block, stone. That's all we need. Oh, and a piston, of course. Okay. So basically how it works is like this. Let's start with one here. Like that. And put a redstone torch on top. Then you don't have to have this here. I'm just doing this to the block up there. And then put redstone torch there. Oops, and the block there, and come on. Oh, and then a redstone torch up here too. Okay, so now when this gets power, it extends upward, and you can do that. And you can do that all the way down this line here. And then the way you get it to go that way is just do the same thing over again. Repeater there, and the block, and you continue the same cycle all the way across, fill it all in. I didn't create this idea. That's I have to give credit to well, I don't know who it was, honestly. There were a few different people who had pictures and videos of it, but I have to thank Google, thank the internet. And yeah, that pretty much completes my video on my unique invention here. At least I hope it's unique. But if you'd like to see any changes to this, let me know. I think I can condense it a little bit, but not much. And as always, thanks for watching.